time, maybe in my entire life, that I've actually been able to relax or just sit on the couch and do nothing and not feel guilty or not feel like I have to do something. And my quote window
Yeah.
oracles, when I go and look out the window and I get information, yesterday it said, be resilient.
Oh, that's interesting.
A truck drove
Oh,
by and said, be resilient.
Oh, the window oracles. I love it. I love it. So,
you see, be resilient.
repeat that, Leticia.
Where was it, or how was it?
A truck, I
How did
prayed
you
to
see?
God and
How
asked him
did
what
you
I needed
see?
to know for the day. I walked to the window and a truck drove by that said, be resilient, New York.
Wow.
Wow.
How's that for a window oracle? So,
Impressive.
anyway, how about you, Johan? Do you want to be the next one? What are you doing to care for yourself
Me?
right now?
Yeah, I try to care for myself. I'm with you now. This is a great help for me, the group. And I care for other people, which helps me to come through the pandemic. And I keep away from people who are, not willing to take any care for others. That's my plan.
Oh, that's a wonderful response. Oh, thank you. Thank you. How about you, Sue? What are you doing to care for yourself right now? And I think you have to unmute yourself, please. How's that
Um,
good?
I I'm normally a glass half full kind of person,
Uh-huh.
and I've been really struggling with that. And I appreciate this reminder to work toward going to that place.
Hmm.
But, but it's a struggle for me right now.
Uh-huh. Well, I think it might be a struggle for a lot of people. I don't think you're the only one, actually.
Yes, no, I'm not suggesting that I'm the only one by any means.
Right, right. Thank you. Thank you. And Miss Adria, what are you doing to care for yourself right now?
So this is so a couple of things. One, to kind of talk to Sue a little bit. I just read a quote this morning that said, "Repetition is not failure. Ask the waves, ask the leaves, ask the wind." And so over and over, you just pick yourself back up and do it again. But to two things, I do meditation here or in the morning, and then I do some form. There's these exercises my PT person has me do called clamshells, and I make sure that I do those every day.
Excellent. That's a good thing to care for
I
yourself.
did them this morning.
That's great. That's great. Thank you. And Miss Cousin Lana, what are you doing to care for yourself right now?
Well, I'm staying distracted by teaching myself to watercolor and just starting to read books that I've never read before,
Uh-huh.
and trying to come here more often.
Oh,
Those are the three key things I just started doing.
oh, that's sweet. That's very
Yeah,
good. Very good. And Miss Rita
thank you.
Hubert, what are you doing to care for yourself right now?
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I agree with Jochen that, this group really helped me tremendously emotionally to, stay connected, being alone, being by myself in the house and staying distanced from others to stay healthy. And also I'm with St. Vincent de Paul, and we do Zoom meetings now, and we still help the poor. We raise money and food for the poor in the neighborhood, and we have a walk for the poor tomorrow morning, where we've already have $3,000 in sponsors. So doing good for the neighbors and the neighborhood, and I think that really helps. And then we've also, as Jochen said, we've stopped dog walking with people who don't follow the rules, and we've totally exiled them.
Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Because you don't want to get infected by their failure to follow the rules.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, thank you so much, Rita, for sharing. And Miss Leticia, what are you doing to care for yourself right now?
Good morning, everyone. Um, I have the work in progress of my boudoir, turning it into a nice, cozy office and boudoir for me, because right now it's still an archaeological zone, but it's getting there. So this will be able to be really my space. It's already my space, but it will help that I should be really well settled. So I think this is my little haven. So I can listen to my music and I can just be here in my little vibes.
Exactly. Exactly. So us guys have our man caves. You can have your woman cave. That's what it is.
Exactly, exactly.
Absolutely. And Miss Lee, what are you doing to care for yourself right now?
Well, I guess sort of with the pandemic beginning 6 months ago, I'm really grateful because my gym, which is very small, was doing all the a lot of classes online via Zoom. So I've been able to still do, actually, I'm doing more than I used to because it's so convenient for me just to sort of wake up and 5 minutes later start exercising, then get ready to go to the gym. But I do 4 yoga classes a week, and I do 2 other sort of cardio exercises, which I'd never done. Well, I'd never gone to the gym to do those before, but because they're like so easy for me, I feel it's just helped me so much build my physical strength, as well as the yoga, which is really, I can't really live without yoga. So I'm so happy I'm able to continue that. I also meditate briefly before I get out of bed, and then do this with you, all of you, which has been tremendous help for me, as others, we all feel. And then I also do a gratitude journal at night. Before I go to bed, I write 3 things I'm grateful for, which I've been doing a gratitude practice for about a year, but I started to write it down, I think back on the spring equinox. So that was sort of the beginning of the pandemic. So that's what I do before I go to bed. So that's what I'm doing for myself, trying to stay grounded in the swirlingness.
That's right. Well, in my opinion, you're doing fantastic. I think it's great. Just doing exercise and, doing a gratitude journal. I think that's really wonderful. That's really wonderful. And Miss Mary Beth, what are you doing to care for yourself right now? You have to unmute, please.
I said I'm here. That's caring for myself, and because this has really been so great, and being able to be more consistent, and being more accepting. Because I teach clamshells, and that was my business, but now I'm having to do it myself because of PT and falling and hitting my head, and so I'm being more accepting and getting my things in order, which doesn't sound like self-care. It doesn't always feel like it, but I think in the end it is. So, and I go outside and run and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So,
Oh, no, taking care of these little mundane details, our paperwork and emails, that's also taking care of ourselves, believe it or not. So thank you. And Miss Nancy, What are you doing to care for yourself right now?
Well, I'm putting limits on what I do. Before this pandemic, I used to be at the school maybe 12 to 18 hours a week doing physical classes.
Uh-huh.
And I would always do every minute of every class. You know, you have people looking at you and seeing how far you can bend over. You kind of push through it. Now with Zoom, we have the same classes, but I can hit the camera and hide. So when I feel tired, and when I feel that it wouldn't serve me to push through to exhaustion, I've accepted that fact that I can't do what I could do before all this treatment and stuff that I'm getting.
Right.
So I'm paying more attention to doing something every day, to making sure I have the exercise. I do a stretching routine with another teacher 4 days a week. So I do stuff, but I don't do it to the point of exhaustion just to prove that I can do it.
Right.
So more naps.
Excellent. That's a good
Stop drinking too. Nice cocktail at night.
That's very good to take care of yourself. A little cocktail at night. Absolutely.
I never ever was a drinker. My husband's a big drinker, so we have this fully stocked bar with every sort of cordial and I found out it's not so terrible. So you have something at night.
We'll have to come over and have a little schnapps with all of you.
Come over. Go, a little schnapps, little amaretto, whatever it takes.
Oh, thank you. And Miss D, what are you doing to take good care of yourself right now?
Well, I've splurged a little bit on some like extra supplements and things that I was interested in getting before, and then kind of never wanted to spend the money. So I've done that. And I feel really good about that, like kind of putting myself first and my health first. And maybe it took the pandemic to make me realize that my health really is the priority. So, you know, it's nice to know that like I'm almost forced to make myself the priority and to take care of myself. So I invested in the treadmill and, you know, my treadmill, my vitamins, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I'm doing exactly what I want. You know, like somebody just said, I'll have a list of 3 or 4 things I'm going to do today. I'm doing these things no matter what. And then I only get one done. So it's like, okay, I got one done.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's really just like just let stuff go too. And it feels really good.
Exactly. Thank you. And Ms. Boney, what are you doing to care for yourself right now?
Good morning, everybody. Well, being here is definitely one of them. So thank you, RD. Thank you, everybody. I start the morning with my sunrise meditation. So that's wonderful. That's been going on still. And I love that, being in touch with nature. And we have a little community too. We just say good morning to each other and check in. And it's wonderful. I also do my journal. I do my writings, do my gratitude journal. I've been watching my favorite musicians. They're doing Zoom concerts every week. Some stop it, some still go continuing. So that really helps me be grounded and enjoying music and doing feng shui classes and being the feng shui more program director, program marketer.
Excellent.
Marketing the school.
Absolutely. Definitely nurturing. Absolutely. And Miss Ann Beth.
Yes.
Thank you, Linda. What are you doing to care for yourself right now, Ann Beth?
Right now, I'm with you all. I'm having a cup of coffee. And as Heather was sharing, I said, resilience. I have a bit of resistance to resilience. At least lately I have. Or maybe some days I do and some days I don't. And I realize that this is, there are sadnesses that are just going to get me some days.
Mm-hmm. That's
and
true.
So I just don't beat myself up about it. much. And that's it. And I'm just, grateful that I have you
Ah, that's
and all of you. Yeah.
sweet. Thank you.
And Heather, I love Heather shares. They're just great and powerful and thought-provoking.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm grateful for all of you too.
And Miss Rita Maida, sitting on a nice porch. What are you doing to care for yourself right now?
Had all these answers, and now my brain just kind of just being here with you. I just wanted to respond to Nancy. My yoga practice hasn't been as vigorous, but it's something that a yoga teacher had said a long time ago about it being not practicing to your maximum, but practicing to your optimum.
That is a great one. Absolutely. Thank you. That's great. And Miss Shui, Miss Lois with the beautiful, looks like the Buddha's in the garden there. What are you doing to care for yourself right now?
So, well, I'm here, and this is, your Bells of Hope morning gathering has been something I do for myself, and I look forward to it. And being outside, that's just what it is. So thank you.
Thank you, thank you. And for myself, it's actually cooking these wonderful meals at Chez Restaurant Sheen. So in spite of washing dishes all the time, but I have to say I truly care for myself by making wonderful meals, for Heather and myself. And also it's great to have Heather here to cook meals for. If I were by myself, I don't know that I would do all of that. So by having, Heather here, that's been wonderful, to do that. And also I'm just, to care for myself. I'm now grateful for my writings, actually. I'm now getting re-inspired to get my writings done. And so with this writing coach, Allison, it's just really sparking me of how to do my memoir. So, and it's just not a chronological, I was born in Arlington, I went to Arlington High, went to Tufts, I did Feng Shui, which it's much more than this. And so now I'm kind of gathering stories from my family and talk about food. What do they have to eat at our ancestral village? And so I'm kind of gathering some stories about that. And actually one of the stories I just got back from Bonnie, who's my cousin, her mom, who was the one who was born and raised in the ancestral home. Apparently she and her brother caught birds, and they caught the birds in order for the food for their mother to cook. So just think about that. And then apparently, I think Lana's father, he remembered, and this is through Lana's sister Shirley, he remembered that he always had to have this rice gruel called congee, and he hated it because, during during their pandemic, which basically a lot of, strife and wars and, talk about their safety of the village, they didn't have the luxury of Whole Foods and, organic vegetables sitting outside their garden, so, so that was so it's kind of interesting. So I'm going to be writing stories about that and see how I can, integrate that as part of my, my stories and memoirs and how it's being reflected in this pandemic. So anyway, so on that note, I was going to talk about resilience, but maybe we'll kind of hold that thought or keep that thought for reflection, and let's do a nice little meditation. How about that? So so we're not cut off by the Zoom too much. Anyway, so so let's go sit and relax and let's do a nice meditation. And thank you so much for your sharing. That was a wonderful question, I have to say. And And Adria, you kind of inspired me. Oh, Mary Beth, what did you want to say?
Well, I was just going to add, it's because I think it's reflected in the group as well. I'm still working through my many emails. So often what I have to do is type in your name to have it come up, because I intend to go back and read everyone's. But what I wrote today is RD Chill instead of Chin. I just thought, oh, everybody, because I feel so calm, after I've been with one. So
Well, that's great. Thank you. So, RD Chill, we're going to chill you all right now. Thank you. That's great. Anyway, so let's just sit back and relax and just breathe. Put your feet flat on the floor. Feel your feet really connecting, to the ground. And just sit comfortably in our chair. And just breathe and relax. And just choose whatever position feels comfortable for you. And let's imagine finding a beautiful place out in nature. Talk about good feng shui, being out in nature. It's very expansive, very nurturing for our spirits and our soul. Talk about reducing stress. Just the act of going outside reduces stress. And that is a wonderful way to kind of care for ourselves. So just breathe and relax. And let's imagine feeling this beautiful golden cord of energy coming from the heavens along the central channel of our bodies, going down to the base of our chair, going through our legs like the roots of the bamboo, going down deep, 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 deep down, holding hands with Mother Earth. And let's begin our time together with the bells of hope. And just imagine this beautiful place that you found out in nature, whether it's sitting in your backyard or sitting at the lake or sitting in the beautiful Chinese gazebo, and just breathe and relax. Feeling very comfortable, feeling aligned, feeling straight. And just welcome all of this wonderful universal energies coming into our sacred circle, our beautiful space together. Maybe you can see the mountains in the distance, the turtle or the tortoise mountains in the distance giving us the support, the dragon and tiger hills on each side, creating this armchair configuration, and grateful that we're safe, that we're healthy, that we can indeed enjoy Mother Nature. Feel the warmth of the sun, the cool breezes of autumn, the crisp, cool air, or maybe could hear the gentle waves from the water, from either the lake or the ocean. Maybe you could see the lighthouses in the distance, or a monarch butterfly just floating by, giving us a sign of hope, transformation, or just its beauty. Breathe and relax. Relax your entire being. And just relax our heads. Relax our neck and our shoulders. Maybe you can envision ourselves to be in the bamboo fields. Green, vibrant bamboo rods coming from Mother Earth, and we can lean back against it. Your arms are relaxed. Your hands are relaxed. Our hearts are even relaxed, feeling grateful for our hearts. Relax the lower dantian, also known as the golden stove. Breathe and relax. And relax in your chair, your hips, your knees, your thighs. Just feeling comfortable. Relax our legs, even our ankles and our feet. There's nowhere for us to go at this particular time. Breathe and relax. And let's just be grateful. Be grateful for the yin yang, the positive chi energies. Be grateful for Mother Earth and all the bounties that Mother Earth offers us. Fresh foods, beautiful vistas, the rain, the sun, the seasons. And maybe at this time, let's just listen. Maybe you can listen to God. Maybe it's just simple as listening to our hearts. So let's just enjoy and listen to the silence. And gently, gently come back and listen to our hearts, filled with wisdom and knowledge, filled with gratefulness, filled with certainty and a knowing that all will be okay. And it's just emanating this beautiful, healing purple light energy, emanating strong chi of hope and of harmony, and also of good health, and just spreading to all the cells of our body. and be grateful. Be grateful that we can do whatever we want to do. Be grateful for the healthy foods. Be grateful that we can walk outside and enjoy the sunshine, the clouds, the breezes, the rains, the moon, and the sun. Be grateful for all the animals, our pets, the inchworms, the butterflies. Breathe and relax. And maybe you can feel your body truly aligned, connecting up to the heavens and down to the earth. We're like the acupuncture needles, the lighthouses, firmly rooted to Mother Earth, gathering her chi, energizing all of our chakras, all of our dantians, all of the cells of our body, filled with good health, happiness, peacefulness. And just enjoying the fall, crisp, cool air. Sunflowers. And we're feeling anchored, strong, amid all of the waters that are swirling around us, the waves, the eddies, the coolness of all the waters surrounding us. And just know that we have order and peace in our lives and simplicity. Now let's just gently put our hands together in a prayer position. The mudra of being grateful, of being gathered here together, filled with peace and happiness and love, and the comfort that we're all here together to support each other, to guide each other. And let's close our time today with the ringing of the bell. Om Mani Padme Om, Om Mani Padme Om, Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om, Om Mani Padme Om, Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om, Om Mani Padme Om, Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. In Sanskrit, the 6 true words, just the offering of hope and harmony for our global community, peace and smiles. So gently rub your palms together. Gently, gently do a little tap dance with Mother Earth. And then tap, 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 tap the low part of your face and your jaws gently. Tap, tap, tap your forehead and your head and the back of your head. Rub your ears. Tap, tap, tap your arm. Bottom part of the arm. Tap, 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 tap. Tap your shoulders, your heart gently. All of your organs, your knees, your thighs. Tap, 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 tap. So happy Friday, everybody. It's the 25th of September. And just enjoy this beautiful autumn day. I mean, here in Manhattan, it's a beautiful sunny day, cool breezes. Get outside, nurture yourselves, take good care of yourself. And Heather and I sending you lots of love, lots of purple energy.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. And we'll see you tomorrow. And then maybe
Happy Friday, everybody.
Yes. And then maybe
Happy Friday, Shabbat Shalom.
oh, that's
Shabbat
sweet.
Shalom.
Thank you.
So great to be with everybody. Enjoy. Be with the sunflowers.
You too.
You too, RD. You too, Heather.
Too.